guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be looking at retail workers who got the last laugh.
What's something you've done to a customer after they've been rude to you?
Okay, this story wasn't me, but I'm going to tell it anyway because I tell this story all the time, and I know this woman does not have a TikTok, so she's not on here to be able to tell this story, so I'm going to tell it for her.
Okay, so apparently this story's been told quite a few times, so it's probably a good one. I feel like if a customer's ever really rude to me, I would just be plain evil.
I was a hostess for an Italian restaurant, and we had a party of 8 that came in, and their table was seated just around the corner from where the hostess stand was. Everyone was pretty much pleasant except for one guy in particular. He just constantly was snapping at her. She was this short Italian woman, she was a spitfire, and it was awesome.
Oh my god, wait, so why is this man being so rude? I could not work as waiter because I'm telling you right now, if someone went like that and clicked at me, I'd slap them. I don't know why, I feel like I bring over their food or their drinks or like accidentally spill it on them. Whoopsies, I spilled all your Diet Coke all over you. Oh, such a shame, you're gonna get a new t-shirt.
So he was snapping at her throughout the day and, calling her over, just being really rude. And at one point, I was just right by the table and she walked over to him and she said, "I'm sorry, sir. It's gonna take more than 2 fingers to make me come."
Oh, damn, look at her. I want to know what the guy said. Because I'm telling you right now, these men, whenever they get confronted, they either freak out or they don't say anything. And I hope Luki said something so she can yap back at him.
Took everything in my power not to lose it right there. But the rest of the table thought it was pretty funny.
So the rest of the table laughed at him. That's going to bruise his ego so much. He was probably at the very bottom of like the group. Usually whenever it comes to groups, there's like the top people, the middle people, and then the bottom people. And for some reason, the bottom people are always the rudest. So he basically got laughed at, and do I know something, he deserves it.
Yeah, so when I worked at Starbucks, I actually had a system. Bad customers get decaf, good customers get regular espresso, and bad customers who want decaf get regular espresso. Don't be rude to your barista.
Exactly, like I don't understand why people are rude to them, because you don't realize how much power they've actually got. Like think of it, if you're going in to get a coffee and you're really rude to the coffee person, they can just like give you decaf coffee so you think you're drinking the caffeinated coffee, but like the caffeine doesn't hit you. Yet again, I low-key want to work in a job like that, but then I don't because it's stressful and then people like have a go at you. But like if people are rude, you can also be really evil.
So I used to work at a corporate chain salon that rhymes with Mom Neach Man, and they had a customer come in who wanted to cut in front of a line of all the spray tanners, and when I told her she couldn't do that, she proceeded to call me the C word.
Why? But like why? I don't understand it. It's like these people are so entitled. How are you gonna walk into a shop, literally cut the line, and then have a go at them whenever they tell you to get back and play it? I don't understand it. It's like these people, they're so like, oh, they're so full of themselves.
And then she proceeded to say that I was a disgrace to my parents, which I let her know both my parents are sadly deceased. And to which she responded, "Good, because they'd be disturbed to see what a little B word you've become."
Well, do you want to know something? That's absolutely valid, but I want to know what you done. Obviously, we heard what the customer done, and Lord Almighty, if I were you, I'd actually put out of date spray tan in their spray tan thingy. What did you do? What was your karma? Oh my god, I keep sneezing. What did you do to fight back? Like, what was your sweet pie?
On her way out, she gave me the finger, and a lot of customers applauded me for handling it very well. I ended up getting fired for this situation, and because of that, I emailed her school. Turns out she's a kindergarten teacher, so I let them know what happened. Karma is a B word, and I bet Karma's parents aren't upset.
I mean, obviously, like, you got your revenge, but like, you also got fired. Why did you get fired? Like, what is up with that company? I don't understand it. It's like someone was really rude to her, so like they fired her. It's like, it's not her fault. If I ran a business like that, I would absolutely have my employees back. You want to fight one of them, you can fight all of us.
This is one of my favorite stories. So there's this guy that comes into my bar regularly, and he never tips us. He never is nice to us or polite to us or anything. So we all hate him. And he doesn't know what his drink order is. He just comes in and says he wants the special. So I'm in a bad mood one night. I tell him we don't have a special, and we fight for 5 minutes about what the special is. So finally I get bored of fighting with him. I give him the drink. I'm making everything, put it in front of him, and he goes, "This should have sugar on the rim." Recipe doesn't call for sugar. After we fight about that for a while.
Why is this man just constantly fighting? Like, does he not have better things to do? I feel like these people always go in to try to purposely pick fights. It's like they probably have a really bad day and then have to make someone else's life hell. I don't understand it, sweetheart. If I were you, I'd just kick him out.
And keep in mind, I'm about to close and he's just being rude to me, and I already know I'm not getting tipped. So he finishes that one, orders a second round, and grabs my arm. "Don't touch your servers. Do not touch servers." He grabs my arm and goes, "Make sure there's sugar on it this time." Again, I'm not getting tipped.
Exactly, you're not getting tipped, but apparently you're getting assaulted because he's touching you. I don't understand why people are so touchy-touchy. I've seen so many videos online where like customers are in like a fast food place, like restaurant, like Wendy's. It's always Wendy. And they'll grab like the worker's hand or their hair. What is their obsession with grabbing people?
So I make him a completely different drink, put sugar on the rim, put it in front of him, and he takes a drink and he goes, "Ah, perfect.
I mean, to be fair, he seems like an absolute right numpty. If I were you, I would just put in out of date milk or something even more evil. I feel like it's kind of legal, but like laxatives or something like that. You know, you can put something in a drink and make someone like poo themselves. You need to do that with someone's drink.
So back when I used to manage a Boost Mobile store, right? Lady comes in, you know, complaining something about her account, and you know, being an asshole with me, you know, calling me all sorts of names, threatening to bring people to the store and beat me up and stuff like that.
Oh, because he doesn't really know how to help you? Really? Yet again, what is up with these women? I've noticed there's always a lot of women. Why are women so like aggressive?
So I proceeded to help her, and me managing the store, me being store manager, I was there by myself and I have access to everybody's accounts. So what did I do? I completely closed her account and said, there's an error, I don't know what's going on, you need to call Boost Mobile. She was in the store on the phone with Boost Mobile for about an hour and a half while I was sitting there eating and listening to music.
Exactly, like he's literally sat in the back having a munch and giggling while she's probably stressing out. I mean, this all could have been avoided if she didn't open that mouth and yap at him. Yet again, they do it to themselves.
Okay, so I was 18 when I got pregnant, 19 when I had my first baby. Fast forward a little bit, I started a baby store and it was a smashing success. Anyway, so I was a young entrepreneur, had my baby with me at my store, and she came to work with me every day. We'd have customers naturally come in with their babies and stuff, and there was this woman that kept coming to our store, and she was an older mom. She kept saying derogatory things to me like, you're just so young to have a baby. You're just so young. And she'd draw it out like that, and it was really, really annoying.
I could understand that if you were like 15, 16, because like that age young. You were 18 when you became pregnant, 19 when you gave birth, started this business a few years after that. You're gonna be in your 20s, like people are having babies in their 20s. It's not like you're 14.
Anyway, one day I just had enough of it. So when her son was coming over to her, I was like, oh, is that your grandson? And she's like, oh, how dare you? You know this is my child. And I was like, really? Because you just look so old.
I mean, do you want to know something, Sunshine? You might have lost a customer, but you've gained my respect. That reminds me of another TikTok I seen where someone done something. What was it? I think they were really rude. So like the person was like, oh, would you like over 50s money off or something like that? It was like over 60s, get a certain amount of money off, just like piss them off. Honestly, if I were you, I'd do that. If she's gonna young shame you, you might as well call her an old granny.
Okay, so in the UK, I used to work for a retail store called TK Maxx. In the US, it's TJ Maxx, I believe. The store was based in like a multi-store kind of complex around a businessy sort of area. So quite often we would get businessmen and women in suits with their Bluetooth earpieces in, coming into the store, just wanting to browse or buy something cheap. You can kind of guess how these people would act. They would sort of act like they're better than you and they don't really want to talk to you or get any marketing material or anything like that.
But I mean, you know, that's fair as long as they're not rude. But if they're snobby, do you want to know something, do whatever you want. Sometimes whenever I'm in a shop, people approach me and I'm just like, hey, I'm just having a wee look, I'm completely fine. And they're like, oh, that's fine. But like, I'm not going to turn around and be really snobby to them and be like, ugh, get away from me. And I feel like these business people were like that. It's weird because these people think in their head they get to a certain level they can treat like normal people rude.
They would just rock up to the front desk and say something like, hi, I don't want to speak to you, I don't want any marketing material, I just want my items and I want to go. No thank you, no please, no nothing.
So you're telling me they go up to the front table and basically say that? It's like, well then why are you going up to the front table? Just go up and buy whatever you want to buy. It's weird, isn't it? Like, I'm telling you, these adults.
So whenever I encountered these arse-hats, I had one or two things planned. First plan is just to talk about absolute nonsense without stopping. Or, and this one's a little bit naughty.
Okay, we're getting to the naughty when I love naughty things. You should definitely play little mind games with them. I don't know why, but I feel like I probably tell them they stink or something like that.
I would accidentally leave a security tag on one of their items and not tell them.
That happened to me a few times because sometimes I buy stuff and like a security tag would accidentally be left on it. Oh my god, was I rude to them? I don't think I was. Were they trying to get karma in me? But there would be a few times wherever I'd go out and like the alarms would go off. It's kind of scary because like whenever you hear them alarms, you genuinely think you're going to jail.
So when they rush off to their really important meeting, they would stop at the front door being forced to unload all of their bags. Don't mess with me.
I mean, do you want to know something? I certainly wouldn't, but you're actually giving me ideas. And you're also giving people who watch this video ideas. More so where someone's ever rude to you, you leave the little tag on and you'll get them arrested. Or even just like waste their time. I bet you they were proper embarrassed as well because like it'll let out a big beeping noise. Everyone in that super mall is going to be looking at them.
So this isn't that bad, but it's just kind of funny. When I waitressed at the strip club, a lot of guys, when they were sitting there with their beers, they would peel the labels off in little pieces, and I would have to pick up all the little pieces from the table when they were done, and it was really annoying. Of course, I'd playfully tell them to stop, and they wouldn't.
I'm telling you right now, I cannot deal with that. If they continue to pick the labels, they would get a backhand to the face. And this is probably why I could never get a normal job, because I would get arrested.
So I would tell them the next time you do that, you're getting naked beer. And we're in a strip club. That sounds really exciting. So if they would keep doing it, before I took it to their table, I would peel the label off for them and give them a beer without a label. Naked beer means I don't have to clean up after your ass anymore.
Not me thinking that she was actually going to come over naked to get like a man man to come over naked. Actually, thinking about it now, I've never drank beer, I don't really drink alcohol. Whenever she talks about the label, I'm assuming like the plastic stuff on it, kind of like any bottle. I mean, yeah, think of it, if someone's always picking that, you get proper annoyed. Do you want to know, honey, you girl bossed your way through that? Anyways, that's where I'm gonna leave the video there. That's some retail workers got the last laugh. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're a Facebook, subscribe, and just I'll see you all in the next video.